Alright, y'all, so I'm back with another Bible reading. I'm pretty sure I did one yesterday, but I'm not too sure. I can't exactly remember. But regardless, I'm on one today. I've been doing pretty good with my lust especially, so I'm hoping that today I can do a little bit better. I think so far I'm okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated. I got my workouts done today, so I'm feeling very good. I'm on a good schedule again, I hope. I just don't want to mess it up. I don't want to, So I'm going to try to keep it up, but right now I'm outside again, and I just want to read 2 pages of my Bible, and then hopefully I can post a gaming video later on today. But if not, it is what it is. So I'm just going to start right now on page 392 to 393, 2 Corinthians 36 to Ezra 1. Sorry, I don't want my phone to keep falling. Remove the skins. They piled up the carcass for each tribe to present its own burnt sacrifice to the Lord, as it is written in the law of Moses. They did the same with the oxen. Then, as directed by the laws of Moses, they roasted the Passover lambs and boiled the holy offerings in pots, kettles, and pans, and hurried them out to the people to eat. Let me hold my Bible up a little bit more so I can see it. Afterward, the Levites prepared a meal for themselves and for the priests, for they had been busy from morning till night offering the fat of the burnt offerings. The singers, the songs of Asphia, were in the palace, following directions issued centuries earlier by King David. Asaph, Heman, and Jeduthun, I don't know that name, Geduthun, the king's prophet. The gatekeepers guarded the gates and didn't need to leave their post of duty, for their meals were brought to them by their Levite brothers. The entire Passover ceremony was completed in one day. In that one day, all the burnt offerings were sacrificed upon the altar of the Lord, as Joshua had instructed. Every present in Jerusalem took... Oh, wait, what? Everyone present in Jerusalem took part in the Passover observance, and this was followed by the Feast of Unleavened Bread for the next 7 days. Never since the time of Samuel the prophet had there been such a Passover. Not one of the kings of Israel could vie with King Josiah in this respect, involving so many of the priests, Levites, and people from Jerusalem, and from all parts of Judah, and from all over in Israel. This all happened in the 18th year of the reign of Josiah. Afterwards, King Necho of Egypt led his army against the Assyrians at Charshemiah on the Euphrates River, and Josiah declared war on him. But King Necho sent ambassadors to Josiah with this message: I don't want to fight with you, O king of Judah. I have come only to fight the king of Assyria. Leave me alone. God has told me to hurry. Don't meddle with God, or he will destroy you, for he is with me. But Josiah refused to turn back. Instead, he led his army into battle at the valley of Megiddo. He laid aside his royal robes so that the enemies wouldn't recognize him. Josiah refused to believe that Necho's message was from God. The enemy archers struck King Josiah with their arrows and fatally wounded him. Take me out of the battle, he exclaimed to his aides. So they lifted him out of his chariot and placed him in the second chariot and brought him back to Jerusalem, where he died. He was buried there in the royal cemetery, and all Judah and Jerusalem, including even Jeremiah the prophet, mourned for him, as did the temple choirs. To this day they still sing sad songs about his death, for these songs of sorrow were recorded among the official laments. The other activities of Josiah and his good deeds, and how he followed the law of the Lord, all are written in the annals of the kings of Israel and Judah. Josiah's son Jehoaz, or Jehoaz, was selected as the new king. He was 23 years old when he began to reign, but lasted only 3 months. Then he was deposed by the king of Egypt. Sorry, there's a bunch of bugs landing on me. King of Egypt, who demanded an annual tribute from Judah of 250,000. The king of Egypt now appointed Eliakim, the brother of Jehoaz, as the new king of Judah. Eliakim's name was changed to Jehoiakim. Whatever that name was 25 years old when he became king. And he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem, but his reign was an evil one. Finally, Nebuchadnezzar, I do not know how to pronounce that name, so I'm not even going to try, king of Babylon, conquered Jerusalem and took away the king in chains to Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar also took some of the golden bowls and other items from the temple, placing them in his own temple in Babylon. The rest of the deeds of Jehoiakim, I don't know, and all the evil he did are written in the annals of the kings of Judah. And his son Jehoiachin, Jehoiachin, became the new king. Iachin was 8 years old when he ascended the throne, but he lasted only 3 months and 10 days, and it was an evil reign as far as the Lord was concerned. As far as the Lord was concerned, the following spring he was summoned to Babylon by King Nebuchadnezzar. Many treasures from the temple were taken away to Babylon at the time, and King Nebuchadnezzar appointed, whatever that name is, Zedekiah as the new king of Judah and Jerusalem. Zedekiah was 21 years old when he became king, and he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. His reign too was evil, so far as the Lord was concerned, for he refused to take the counsel of Jeremiah the prophet, who gave him messages from the Lord. He rebelled against King Nebuchadnezzar, even though he had taken an oath of loyalty. Zedekiah was a hard and stubborn man so far as obeying the Lord God of Israel was concerned, for he refused to follow him. All the important people of the nation, including the high priests, worshipped the heathen idols of the surrounding nations, thus polluting the temple of the Lord in Jerusalem. Jehovah, the God of their fathers, sent his prophets again and again to warn them, for he had compassion on his people and on his temple. But the people mocked these messengers from God, or of God, and despised their words, scoffing at the prophets until anger of the Lord could no longer be restrained, and there was no longer any remedy. Then the Lord brought the king of Babylon against them and killed their young men, even going after them right into the temple, and had no pity upon them, killing even young girls and old men. The Lord used the king of Babylon to destroy them completely. He also took home with him all the items, great and small, I think a jet just flew past me or something. I don't know what that was. Where was that at? The Lord used the king of Babylon to destroy them completely. He also took home with him all the items, great and small, used in the temple and treasuries from both the temple and the palace, and took with him all the royal princesses. Then Then his army burned the temple and broke down the walls of Jerusalem and burned all the palaces and destroyed all the valuable temple utensils. Those who survived were taken away to Babylon as slaves to the king and his sons until the kingdom of Persia conquered Babylon. Thus the word of the Lord spoken through Jeremiah came true, that the land must rest for 70 years to make up for the years when the people refused to obey the Sabbath or observe the Sabbath. But in the first year of King Cyrus of Persia, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus to make this proclamation throughout his kingdom, putting it into writings. Oh my goodness. All the kingdoms of the earth have been given to me by the Lord God of heaven, and he has instructed me to build him a temple in Jerusalem, in the land of Judah. All among you who are the Lord's people, return to Israel for this task, and the Lord will be with you. This also fulfilled the prediction of Jeremiah the prophet. Okay, so now we're on Ezra. During the first year of the reign of King Cyrus of Persia, the Lord fulfilled Jeremiah's prophecy by giving King Cyrus the desire to send his proclamation throughout his empire. He also put into the permanent records of the realm. Cyrus, king of Persia, or Pyrrhus, whatever, hereby announces that Jehovah, the God of heaven, who gave me my vast empire, has now given me the responsibility of building him a temple in Jerusalem in the land of Judah. All Jews throughout the kingdom may now return to Jerusalem to rebuild this temple of Jehovah, who is the God of Israel and of Jerusalem. May his blessings rest upon you. Those Jews who do not go should contribute towards the expense of those who do, and also supply them with clothing, transportation, supplies for the journey, and a free will offering for the temple. Then God gave a great desire to the leaders of the tribes of Judah and Benjamin, and to the priests and Levites to return to Jerusalem at once to rebuild the temple. And all Jews and all the Jewish exiles who choose to remain in Persia, give them whatever assistance they could, as well as gifts for the temple. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for today. Hopefully tonight I'll read a couple more pages. Hopefully I'll read like 2 more just to myself. But we are now on Ezra or Azariah. I think it's Ezra. I don't know why it'd be Azariah. Ezra 2 to 3, page 394 to 95. I'm not too sure exactly what this is about, but we'll see tomorrow, I guess. Or maybe tonight if I read it, whatever. But I hope you all have an amazing and blessed day. I pray that y'all all are able to stay away from lust or whatever's going on, whether you believe in God or not, just, any depression, anxiety, whatever it is. I pray that it's all gone. I pray that you're able to deal with it. If you need to go to therapy, go to therapy. If you need to pray, whatever you do, get it done, and try to go outside for at least a little bit today. I'm going to sit outside for a minute, probably smoke a little bit and just record a video or edit a video, hopefully. But first, I'll post this one. But thank you all for watching. God bless you and peace out.